as a beginner, you can learn this song. But for your part, we are going to learn about 2/3 of it. So your part is this. And we can always extend it to the longer version of it. Okay, so the name of the song is called Blue Scale or Blue Scales, and I got it from the book of Alfred Lesson 2. It's in the middle of the book, so it's not quite for beginner, but if you are an adult student or if you are a mature teenager, I think you could handle this. There are two things you have to learn to master this piece. One is C chord. You're going to learn what C chord is and what C scale is. So C chord is just 3 skipping keys. So let's say I'm going to take my right hand. It's a C chord, right? So it usually just means it's going to start from C. So hopefully you know where C is. So C is 2 black keys here, right? 2 black keys, 3 black keys. So we're gonna focus on where the 2 black keys are. And this is C. So this is how we make C chord. 3 skipping keys. Now we could play this chord with our left hand. So instead of thumb, I'm gonna have pinky here. Okay, so either right hand, thumb start, or left hand start with pinky. Okay. For this piece purpose, we are going to use our left hand for C chord. Okay. Now, if you find this hard, because it does require coordination of your fingers, you could let go of the middle note. So just do this. So that's okay. If you find this even hard, then just do C. Just do 1 C is okay. Okay? All these 3 versions are part of C chord. Either this, or this, or this. Okay? Now, you're supposed to do it a little bit lower, so let's do it here. Okay, you could do whatever you can for C chord. So look. That's what that is. You could even do this. That doesn't sound too bad, right? Or even this. Just 1 note. Okay, so that doesn't sound too bad. All right. So that's how you make C chord. Now, right hand, we're going to use C chord once as well. It goes like this. So it's, but instead of just that, you're going to do 2 C's in the beginning. C, C, E, G. Oh, by the way, the C chord is C, E, G, right? This is C, E, this is G. Okay, you don't really have to know that. C, E, G. And end on a high C. Okay, so that's the material surrounding C chord. Then C scale, this is very important anyway, so you should learn this for the other 2 million pieces of music. Okay, so C scale goes like this. It's a C scale, so it just means C. It's going to start with C and end on C. And scale just means it's stepwise. Instead of skipping, it's actually stepwise. Everything is all next to each other. And then, okay? So, but this is the fingering you are going to use. You are going to use finger 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So which finger is 5 and which finger is 1? So this is, so your thumb is always 1, and your pinky is always 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So we're going to do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So pinky on C, because 2 bar key is here, right? Two bar key, so this is C. So pinky on C, and you're going to play every finger on every key like this. 5, finger 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then you're going to roll over. I wrote it down here, roll over. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, okay? Roll over, middle finger 3, because this is my finger 3. 3, roll over. This is how you roll over. Almost like the other leg, just cross over. Okay, your middle finger cross over to finger 3, 2, and end on finger 1. So 3, 2, 1. Again, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. So you should stop the video here and practice for about a minute. Do it like 5, 6 times. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, and then come back. Okay, so hopefully you did it for about a minute of that. So what happens is after you do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, stay here. You're going to play me a C chord. Separately each note, and then end on a C. So the whole thing sounds like the C scale, and then C chord, and then end on some kind of C. So C scale, C chord. And then in this case, I'm going to end on a high C with my left hand. Okay? All right. So then that entire part with C chord, C scale sounds like this. Let's try again. C scale, C chord, right? So what I just played is C scale plus C chord. Again, I'm going to end on a higher C this time. Okay? All right. So you could either end on a thumb C or a higher C. Okay. So that's it. Those are the two important things you have to learn. So you could pause the video and practice C chord in various ways, or a C scale, watching the fingering. Okay. So that's about it. Now the third thing that's kind of extra, but important to this piece is that you have to know where G is. Okay, so G is, so this is C, where 2 bar keys. Where 3 bar keys are, this is F, but we don't want F. For this music, we want a C, a G. This is G. So you could use a tape to mark G, or sometimes what I do is I put like a piece of paper to mark that this is my G, okay? Just if you're super beginner, so then I know this is my G. Okay, so here, so right, okay, so then I know it's my G. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to play that melodic part. Okay, so it goes like this. You can put your thumb on G, and you're going to do this. G, A, G, or finger 1, 2, 1. So your finger 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. Your next note is a black key. 1, 2, 1, black, black. And that black key, you're gonna use middle finger. 1, 2, 1, 3, 3. Let's try that again. 1, 2, 1, 3, 3, 2, 1. Can you try that? 1, 2, 1, 3, 3, 2, 1. Okay, that's your first phrase. Your second phrase is exactly the same, like this. 1, 2, 1. Okay, so you do that twice, yeah? Your third phrase is the C scale that you just learned. Roll over. Okay, and then C chord. And then you're gonna end down thumb. Okay, so that's your entire first part on the left, on the right hand, I mean. Okay, so what you just did was, I want to write this down for you. So what you just did was you did the fingering. You started with G, right? And what you did is the fingers you used was 1, 2, 1, and then you did the black, black, 2, 1 is what you did. Okay? And then what did you do? You did it twice, didn't you? You did it twice. That's your second phrase. So you start with G, thumb on G, and you do this. 1, 2, 1, 3, 3, 2, 1, or 1, 2, 1, black, black, 2, 1. Right? Okay. Then you did the C scale going down, which you learned. You did C scale down using fingering what? Fingering, you know the fingering, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. Then you add a tail to it, which was you added a C chord, right? And C chord is what? 3 skipping keys, right? That's what you did, right? And then you end on a C, right? Okay, so let's try this entire thing. Okay, all right. So I'm gonna do this part first. 1, 2, 1 on G. Again, I'm gonna do C scale, C chord, and on C. Okay, C chord and on C. So you pause the video and you give it a try, and then come back. Okay, now we can put both hands together. So, what happens is your left hand. I'm gonna use this purple color. So your left hand, LH. You are going to play a C chord. Before you play any of the phrase. Always play C chord first before you play each of the phrase. Each of the phrases. So it goes like this. It goes like this. C chord, right? I'm gonna do this. But you could, like I said, you could do this or this. Or this. Right, so there's 2 black keys. This is C. C, E, G. 3 skipping keys, okay? G, A, G. Again, C chord. Left hand. Again, left hand C chord. Okay, let's try that again. Left hand C chord. C chord. C chord. chord. So if you know your right hand very well, so every time before you play your right hand, you're gonna do the C chord. So basically you do C chord 3 times. First time, second time, third time. So practice that for also about another minute or 2 and then come back. All right. Okay, so when you're back, let's do the second part of the song. Okay? All right. So the beginning was this. I'm going to stay here, don't move. So now my pinky is on C and my thumb is on C. It's great. Now I'm going to look at my left hand. I'm going to do finger 5, 4, 3, 2. Do you see? C, D, E, F, C, D, E, F, or finger 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay? And then your thumb is already here. So your thumb is going to do a similar pattern from before, like this. 1, 2, 1, block, block, 2, 1. But instead of on G, this is G, right? We don't want this. No, it's this one. Okay, C. So let's try that again. C, D, E, F, and then, okay. So can you try that? Pause the video and give that a try. And I'm going to write down this for you. So left hand was 5, 4, 3, 2. So your left hand was fingering 5, 4, 3, 2. And then your right hand was, you're going to do that. 1, 2, 1, black, black, 2, 1. Okay? But not on G, but it's on C. On the note C. Okay? So let's try that again. Okay? Then what happens is, you're going to repeat that part. But we don't want the 5, 4, 3. We just want the 2. Okay? We just want the 2. And that 2 happens to be F. Okay, but whatever. And this part is the same. 1, 2, 1, black, black, 2, 1. This part is the same. Your right hand and your left hand. Your right hand and your left hand. So you do this. And then just the 2. Okay, can you try that? Pause the video. All right, so then when you come back, what's going to happen is you are just going to repeat pretty much the C scale part. So you're going to do C scale going down like this. So C chord. And then because you're ending the music, so you're going to left hand flies over and play a higher C. Okay, if you don't want to end on continue, then you end on the low C. But we're gonna end it now. So that's a C chord, right? And then end on C, a higher C. Okay, so I'm gonna do the second part. So C, D, E, F. Okay, so can you please pause and play the whole thing and then come back? I'll do the entire song for you. Okay, if you wish to learn the extended version of this, can you please tell me in the comment below, and I can revisit the song with you. All right, thank you.